Hello everyone, welcome to another LEGO set review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Ninjago 2021 June release, the Hydro Bounty. This set comes with a lot of figures, 8 of them to be exact, plus 2 mini builds, 3 side builds, big submarine thing, and a couple of crates, and some extra little accessories. So let's start off with the figures. Okay, so first thing I want to mention is this build, holding them up, isn't part of the set. However, this build is, which has each of the hair pieces for Lloyd, Jay, Kai. I'll show you them on in a second. However, the figures in order are Lloyd, Jay, Kai, and Cole, and they're each in their scuba suits, and they each come with a customized blaster gun, I guess you could say, which is weird for the fact that they're ninja. Each of them uses the same piece for the main part, and then just a clipped on piece, depending on which ninja it is. And these can be used with the boat, which I'll show you in a second. However, here's a look at the front torso printing, and here's a look at the back with these scuba equipment gear things, the oxygen tanks, which also get used as sheaths. I'll show you these pieces again in a bit of greater detail in a second. However, let's remove these pieces first, so you can have a better look at the back torso printing. Okay, so here is the back torso printing, better look at all of that, and look at the front without the scuba suits removed. Now, I'll just quickly show you these pieces, which are the scuba suits. They're pieces that go in between the legs, like a hip attachment, as well as the neck, like the half masks. I think they look nice, they're rubberized, so they can bend easily. And you know, they are pretty good. And then, just to have a better look at the torso and face printing from the other side again, there's a look at the front. And then, again, the back. Let's move on to the next figures. I forgot to show you the hair pieces on the ninja. It's only for Kai, Jay, and Lloyd. None of the other ninja in the set have the hair pieces. And I forgot if I mentioned that this stand is included. However, this one that I've been using for the figures is not. So starting with the next load of figures, we have Amari Guard, a Woobot, Nia, and Zane. These last two are in their scuba suits. One thing that I forgot to mention for the past couple of times is each of the ninja come with some flippers, as well as the Woobots. There's 2 of these in the set, and there's a separate set of flippers, which I don't believe are meant to be taken off, for the Amari Guard. Again, this is just because I need to stand him on the base. Like, I don't think he comes with them removable in the show. However, taking a look at these figures, this is a nice figure with a newer weapon design with this piece in black. I believe that's the first time that we've gotten it before. Then we have Nia with her gun thing, and Zane with his gun thing, and then each of the ninja also have a sword, which again can be taken out like the other few. So there's a look at the front and a quick look at the back for each of these. However, if I remove their special gear, then you can have a look. So this was for the Murray Guard, and then the scuba equipment for the ninja. Now this Woobot is a repeated build, as you can see here, except this time he has flippers, but this one does also come with a set of flippers. They're just in something that we'll talk about a little bit later. I think these look nice, and then there's a look at the back torso printing. Something that I forgot to mention was each of these suits for the ninja are very specialized for each one, rather than using the same suit design with maybe the logo being different, so that's really nice. But yeah, there's a quick look at the figures. Let's move on to the final figure of the set. Here is Prince Kalmar. He comes with this trident build, like double-ended, quite nice. And this is a molded headpiece. It's not like a minifigure head that goes over the thing. And then he comes with this armor piece which can be removed. There's a look at the back with this nice tentacle design. I believe this is new for 2021. I really like it. I really like this design, however, something that I do think I should mention is that the head isn't very accurate. In the show he has like all green eyes with a tiny black line, so it's not very accurate to the show, however I still think that it's a good figure. Okay, so here's the main build, the Hydro Bounty. This is very big, especially if you compare it to something like a minifigure, if it can stand up. Okay, so yeah, very big build. So let's see if it's worth it. So, off the start, I don't really know where to start. So, let's start from the front. Okay, so if you can see here, it's got like this face. Now, it's also got this one which can be angled up and down, but I think you're just meant to leave it up, but I think it's cool that you can angle it. And there's a bunch of these fins like all over the build on both sides. As you can see, like it's all over. There's this weird like piece here that you can like put figures on. I don't know why. It might be for the Woobots, I guess. They fall over pretty easily. I don't know, to be honest. However, taking a look at this front bit, you can pull it off, and it leaves this like water jet engine and lights, I guess. However, you're left with this thing, which can be folded out, and it becomes its own like walking thing, like mini robot, I guess. This is surprisingly good. You can also put a figure in here. If you don't break off the helmet, you can lift that piece up, and let's just put a Woobot in here because it doesn't hold people with scuba gear. However, it does hold one of the ninja if you've got their hair pieces attached. So if you've got like Jay, Lloyd or Kai, you can put them in here, or any other figure from your collection if you've got their like small regular sized pieces. And this is pretty nice. There's some drawbacks and some things that I like which some people may not like, but starting off, you know, you've got some basic movement here which is for the folding up, as you can tell. There's a sticker going along here and a sticker there, and then that sticker is repeated on that side. Now you can move these feet, or like ankles I guess, forwards and backs, backwards, which again is quite nice. You can move the legs out, forwards, backwards. There's quite a range of articulation. However, there's this bar piece here which kind of stops it from going just straight forwards, which is kind of a shame. However, you can angle it out and then move it forwards, so it's not too restricted. And then with the arms, there's a fair amount of articulation. You have to angle them out quite a bit to be able to move them from this, because that's quite a big thing and it like catches on quite a lot of things. However, it doesn't feel bad to move it, you know, you can get it into some pretty interesting poses and stuff. So yeah, it's not bad. it's got some articulation issues. I prefer the fact that it can't quite move like into itself too well, and like it's quite bulky. Not only for the looks, but also because I think something like this wouldn't be very. I just feel like something like this wouldn't be very like athletic. You can again still move that down if you would like. I feel like it wouldn't just be able to move like very easily, so having this does like add quite a lot. And then again, you can fold this up like it was before. Move the arms back, move the legs back, and then these two clips clip onto this part here on either side. And you know, it's kind of awkward if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, like you can't just slide it in and then that be it. However, I think it works well enough. I think it looks good as well. And while we're looking at the front, I'll mention these two things here. Now, only one of them is a spring shooter. Well, it's one of them. Usually, I was expecting both of them to be spring shooters. However, it's only one. As you can see by the tail, if you just press down, it shoots off. This one is just like a orange like bubble piece, I guess. And this can be shot obviously with or without this robot here, so it doesn't really make a difference. And the same thing is on this side as well. It's got some nice like rails going along the side and some nice printed pieces there. We'll take a look at the interior in a sec. However, I just want to take a look at this back section with these ringed windows, which are the, I believe, original Black Panther like rings in gold, and then they're around a square window to give it the effect of being round. Some stickers on these parts here. This sail is plastic and can be angled like up and down if you want, and so can this, which I believe is just for air or something to see like above water. And then there's a look at the back. If you see this little thing here, you can pull that, and that pulls out like these parts, which I think look really good. My only complaint is these parts end up being left sticking out by quite a bit, which is kind of weird. However, it's not too major, and when it's all closed up, it's not too bad. Another thing is you have to manually do these parts, whereas I'll just show you this from the front as well. It's kind of awkward. So when you pull it out, you know, you have to manually either grab it by here and close it, or pull these jet things and it closes them. So again, very nice. This piece was introduced with Cole's rotor jet, however in this piece, like the blue, was I believe black or smoky grey. So yeah, very interesting. There's another sticker here, and yeah, I think that's all the stickers on the exterior, other than no more stickers. So yeah, this is very nice, I believe. I think it looks kind of nice. And let's start taking a look at the interior. So to do that, you can pull off this bit. It's just attached by a couple of studs here and here. And this gives you access to the interior cockpit with a pirate steering wheel for some reason and a compass. There's 4 seats, one there, 2 here, and another one there. Each of them have at least one of these console pieces, and these ones can be easily removed. However, I don't think they were meant to be this easy to remove. Like, it's not difficult to remove them, and it's not too easy, but it's easier access if you do. Putting them in, because it's kind of tricky. There's a certain order to do things. So I usually start off doing the back one. You have to raise their hands just a little bit because of the consoles. However, they just slide in there like that. Again, I don't know if you could really see that. Then I put in the ninja here, and struggling a little bit. Here and here. And then I usually add the console pieces until I knock them over. I'm just going to really quickly sort this out. Okay, so it took me a while to put these back in, however it normally isn't too difficult. I'm kind of fiddly with certain parts, just because of all the extra gear that they have and the console pieces, as well as it being quite a tight space. So it's kind of cramped in there, and I'm surprised that they included these parts. Like, they don't help. So if you're going to put the figures in and take them out quite a bit, I'd maybe just leave these pieces off here. It doesn't make too much difference though, and you can see in from the back as well. Just kind of difficult to get the angle. So yeah, that's kind of nice. Again, a little bit cramped, but it's not too much of an issue. And you can just put these on here. Now there's a big open part here, which is just empty. There's a couple of clips here and here, 2 here and 2 here. Now these are all for the ninja's guns, I guess. There's no real place to put the swords if you don't have them equipped, which is kind of a shame. However, it's nothing too major in my opinion. And there's these 2 crates here. I'll just take them out. And these have the flippers for when they're not in use. So they've got quite a lot of storage for everything other than the swords, which you need to take off to fit the ninja in the vehicles. So that's kind of a shame. And they just slot in back there. Now, because there's so much empty space, you kind of want something to fill it, which is why I'll go over these in a little bit. You can place these subs in here, and they just clip onto the tiles. They just clip onto the tiles like this. Kind of difficult to do. You know, it takes a little bit of fiddling around just to make sure that they're both in there, and then that's it, done. So you can have like 2 extra seats in there if you decide to put these in, so you can technically have all the ninja in here. So fully loaded, this can have, I believe, all of the figures. So you can like put Lloyd in his, Submarine and Cole in his, and kind of popped off there. And you can close everything up quite nicely with everything in there. Now there's 1 extra robot because you got the front one there. Now I don't think this is an official thing, but I'm breaking things. You can technically like put this figure here and close it up, and it closes perfectly fine. There's no like slight gap or anything. So you can, fully loaded, have all of the ninja, all of the robots, 2 submarines, some crates, all of the ninja's weapons, which I am really impressed by. So let's take a look at all of the side builds, because I've mentioned the submarines quite a few times. So here are the side builds for the set. There's 2 submarines, one for Lloyd and Cole. And this chariot, I guess, with a new printed stingray, which I'm a huge fan of. I quite like this design. Two stickers here, and then two stickers here. Kind of a nice colour scheme, with this black, gold, and like almost greeny blue. I don't know the official name for it. And then Kalmar just uses 4 studs there, just to set in there. So yeah, that's kind of nice. You can't make him hold on to the reins, just because of the piece that was used. So yeah, let's move on to the Ninja subs. Now I'm only going to talk about one really, because they're both identical, with some colours swapped out. You can fold these pieces out. I don't know if you meant to, so I prefer just to leave them folded in. You can open this up. There's no control mechanism in here, so kind of awkward with that. Quite a big seating area, so it fits the Ninja with their scuba gear. Okay, so you can't quite fold these down all the way. I didn't realise that, although I don't think you can quite fold it down anyway, even with the Ninja out. There's a slight gap at the top here, just because of this bit here that angles in. So yeah, you can also spin this propeller on the back. Now, I just want to mention something with Cole's, like underwater submarine thing, is these are stickers. I forgot to say that on Lloyd's. But the propeller is missing a piece. As you can see, there's this grey piece here, but not for there. So it kind of just wobbles around a lot. You can like try and spin it. So my version of the set didn't have that piece, so I'm gonna grab something out of my personal pieces box. So I just thought I'd mention that. However, you can usually have both propellers. So yeah, that's all for the side builds. Now, I just want to quickly mention the Storm Amulet. The Wave Amulet. I was meant to mention that earlier. It's like a clear water colour in blue. However, it reflects light quite nicely. It's got some glitter in it, I believe. So yeah, quite nice. Quite vibrant as well. And just like the Storm Amulet, it can be held by a figure. Okay, so here's a small display I set up. You know, you got the water dude, I forgot his name already, being attacked by the robot, and then the submarine itself and the chariot in a race, I guess. The ninja stand to the side, and then a sword collection that is only rivaled by Akino's. Talking about this set after building it and stuff, I really like this. This cost me £107, I believe. However, the price on Lego's shop website is 120. Now, I would be happy to pay full price for this. I think this is an amazing build with some very interesting figures, some exclusive figures with the Nia in her scuba gear. The Woobots aren't anything special, however they're a nice inclusion. They don't look very accurate to the show. In the show they're like these round cylinders, which is kind of a shame. However, you know, it's not too much of an issue. They're just a nice inclusion. I would have preferred having just the one Weebot, and then another one of these dudes. I forgot his name again. Just to make the balance a little bit easier. However, it's not that there isn't a balance, you know, there's this chariot thing which is quite nice. I'm surprised that LEGO didn't add a stud shooter. I'm not mad about it, you know, I don't really care, to be honest, because I never use them, but I know quite a lot of people that do like the stud shooters. But I think they could have really integrated a stud shooter really nicely into this. So surprised that they didn't. Not a problem for me though. The spring shooters here are quite nice. And like the robot as well. When you take it off, the boat doesn't seem like incomplete because of the design here. The spreading of the fan things here is quite nice. I don't think this has too many stickers. It's got a fair number, but I wouldn't complain about them. In fact, I think my only complaint for this set, because you can fit everything onto this, except for the swords. You know, I know you can sheathe them, but they then don't fit the ninja into the boat, so you can either have one or the other, which is a bit of a shame. So maybe just a couple of clips somewhere. You know, there's still quite a lot of space on the inside to have included some more clips. Not that there wasn't enough, because I'm surprised that you can hold all of the ninja's weapons in there, except for the swords. So yeah, this is an amazing set. You get all of the ninja, except for Wu, other than the Wu bots, I guess. 2 villains, including Kalmar. All for a very decent price. I also think that it looks good. I just don't have any complaints for this, unfortunately. This is an amazing set, you know, it comes with a couple of ninja hair pieces. All of them are very nice looking. However, I mean, like, other than maybe the sword holders, as I said, maybe including all of the ninja's hairs, I don't have a problem with it. I think this is just great. They even include a stand for the hairs, which is nice. So yeah, that's all I've really got to say for this set. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, all of that usual stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.